Hi everyone, this is a special message for those of you that have been reaching out to me and following me during this journey with regards to Shehnaaz and with regards to Sidharth. I am aware of his passing, and of course I'm very sorry to those of you who are grieving and who feel the direct impact of his passing. I wanted to do this video as a message. I really don't know. I don't know a message from him, about him, to you, to Shehnaaz. I don't know. I don't know what direction I want to go. I guess where I can start is I saw the headline on Twitter that he had passed away, so I was aware of the day that he passed, and I saw that it was of cardiac arrest, and that's essentially all I know. I think it showed up again, and I looked, and Shehnaaz was doing some sort of last rites. I'm not sure the cultural definition of what she was doing exactly, and I don't know anything again about these people specifically other than what I've done in my previous readings. So first off, I would like to pass the message along of gratitude, like thank you for bringing these people to my attention. They are very beautiful people energetically, and I do consider this a sincere blessing to have been able to connect with these people and with Sidharth during his life here on earth. When it comes to the subject of whether or not Shehnaaz and Sidharth are truly soulmates or twin flames, I do believe that they are. And what I want to explain in this is that we shouldn't define twin flames or soulmates as a romantic relationship or a partnership all the time. Your soulmate, just to gloss over what I've said in previous videos and what I've been shown psychically, is that twin flame is the journey of the soulmate. The soulmate is the union, the final union of the twin flames. So everyone has a twin flame, which is essentially it's part of you. You and your twin flame are one and the same. You come from like a shared source, a shared energy source, a shared soul almost. So it's like you are a complete soul, your twin flame is a complete soul, but united together you're one, like you're this other being essentially. And through lifetimes of existence in many dimensions, because we are existing currently on other dimensions throughout right now, like time doesn't even exist is what it seems like. So like your past isn't necessarily your past, and like your future isn't your future, and the present isn't the present. Like it's all simultaneous. it's just a way that we've like been able to process in this on earth of what's happening, if that makes sense. It kind of almost doesn't make sense to me, but that's it. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if that would make sense. But I wanted to connect that because I feel like a lot of people are always in search of their soulmate, right? To be with for the rest of their life, or you know, the journey of a twin flame, and it's a romanticized version, when in fact your twin flame could be a parent, it could be a relative, you know, some other relative, it could be your friend or someone just passing by that leaves a monumental impact on you. It's not to be romantic necessarily, because it's so like, it's so beyond that. The love and the sincerity is beyond any human emotion, and having a romantic partnership is actually a human emotion, right? It's something that we really have to, that perception really have to break out of, okay? Because during the twin flame journey, it's to bring up parts of us that need to be healed so that we can become as pure as possible, as elevated, energetically elevated as possible, so that we can unite back into one being. And through that, again, it's this process of elimination, where, let's say, two twin flames eventually become soulmates, which this takes a very long time. It's so rare. It's so rare. It takes a very, very long time to do. Okay. I'm being interrupted by Sidharth. He has a very, like, to me it's funny. His personality is very funny to me because he's kind of brash, like brutish, like he's bossy, I guess. He's kind of bossy, but in a friendly way. Like, he's not like rude, but he likes to take control of the room. He likes to take control. Like, he's a very alpha male. And it's just funny because while I was telling this story, I was also asking in my head, like, if he had to pass away or why he had to pass away. And he was laughing and he's like, of course I didn't have to. Like, he's like saying it's silly that I would even ask that or question that. He's like, the way that he said it, his personality, he's like, of course I didn't have to do that. Like, of course I didn't have to do that. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why would you even, like, question that? Like, no, I didn't have to. Why would I have to do that? And he's saying that one way or another, he and Shehnaaz made the agreement to separate in this life. They had to separate. They had to be together, but they had to separate. And the connection, the powerful connection between them, the magneticism between them is so strong, They were so intertwined, energetically, dimensionally, multi-dimensionally. It started crossing like that. Multi-dimensional, crossing, tangle. They had to be pulled apart so that they can continue on their journey together. And so this was one of the options, one of the ways. And he's saying that he, as a soul, like, he's saying, I didn't see any other way that we would ever separate. And it's not right for her. It's not healthy for her. She's supposed to be married, possibly have children. I feel like there is a strong indication of children. I don't know if she already has children. He's indicating a daughter. Daughter, children, marriage. Show me. He wants her to have a very happy life. A very happy life. Very, very fulfilling and happy life with a man who can provide her emotionally with what he feels she needs. And as much as he felt he was doing the best he could in this lifetime, he knew that he wouldn't get to the level that she truly needs. She truly needs, on a soul level, she truly needs. And it wouldn't happen with him here. And he didn't want to hurt her anymore, is what he's saying. I don't want to hurt her anymore. I didn't want to hurt her anymore. And I'm asking what he means by that. And he's saying that on a spiritual level, on a deeper level, it's like he would never want to separate. Like in this life, he would never want to separate from her and be with anyone else. Like, this is just not an option. It's not an option whatsoever. And he needed to leave. Like, he needed to leave in a way that was fair for her, fair for both of them, so that she can have this flourishing life. He's saying flourishing, flourishing, flourishing. And he's saying, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, my angel. He's calling her an angel. Like, my angel, my everything, my baby, I think he's saying, like, my baby, my angel, my everything. He's saying a word I don't know, I can't distinguish, but there's maybe they have a specific nickname together that he's saying, and it's like, it's a soft name, like it's something very soft, like a soft teddy bear is kind of how it's coming across, like if something very, very soft. And he's expressing how he's so tender-hearted when it comes to her, so tender-hearted, and he doesn't want her to grieve. He doesn't want her to miss him. He doesn't want her, like, he's sorry. He feels so sad, like, and sorry, like, empathetic, not sad. Like, he's not sad, but he feels her pain. He feels it, and he feels so sad, like, bad, because he doesn't want her to feel the way that she feels. He doesn't want her to feel. He's calling her baby. I don't know if he calls her baby all the time. He's calling her baby, like, baby, I don't want you to feel this way. I don't want you to feel pain. I don't want you to feel like we're not together. I'm always with you. I'm always with you. I will never, never, never leave you. Like, and he's saying, like, feel me beside you. Feel me like he's holding her hands, like her hands are like clasped, and he's holding his hands over her hands and on her arms, and he's saying, like, feel me, feel me, feel me. I haven't gone anywhere, my baby, like baby doll or baby. Like, he's saying, like, I haven't left. I know you understand. I know you understand is what he's saying. I know it. I know you feel me. I know you feel me. And he's saying, this isn't a dream. This isn't a dream. You feel me. You feel me. That has to be confirmation. That has to be confirmation, you guys. Shehnaaz, if you ever hear this or see this, this has to be confirmation. You feel him. He hasn't gone anywhere. He hasn't. He's still here. He loves you so much. He loves you so much. So it's funny because he's so he's charismatic, where there's one side of him that when he originally passed, what I'm seeing is his head, his neck, like it's his chest right above his chest though. So it's like a little below his neck. And that and above is pale. And I don't know if that's indicative of cardiac arrest or if this means something else. But this is something that he's highlighting. This is something that it's obviously significant. Like if his oxygen supply was starved off, because it's from above the chest and up, and that was gone first. And he's like trying to be this tough guy energetically. He's like, oh, it was nothing, like him passing. He's like, it's nothing, like, you know, like I took it so easily, like it's fine, it's fine. And he's indicating, like, even me saying that is kind of jarring for some people. He's saying it's jarring, but he's saying, like, I don't want to sound like a macho guy. Like, he's like, you're the one making me sound that way. I don't want to sound like that. That's just how I am. Like, that's just how I am. Like, it was fine. I can handle anything. I can handle whatever. Like, I asked him if he was scared, and he says he wasn't scared because he knew he had to go. He knew it was his time to go. And he's saying how life had been more stressful than his passing. Like, he's much more, like, he feels more like himself now than he did when he was alive. He's like, now, like to Shehnaaz, it's like, now I can really reach you. I can touch you. I can feel you. I can understand you in ways that I struggled when I was alive. There were ways that I struggled to communicate with you and understand you and listen to you and be... He's like, I just want to be whole. Like, I want to be whole for you. I want to be complete for you. And I am, like, I would be willing to do anything. Like, I have done everything, you know? Like, I died for you, for us. And it's not... It's like he's torn because it's like at one point he doesn't want me to say that because he feels that he knows that would hurt her to just say that or bring that up. But on the other hand, it's like he's beyond it. That's what he's saying. It's like, I'm beyond it. I'm beyond what I am, what I was. I'm beyond this. I'm still here. I haven't gone anywhere. I've become better. Like, he feels he's become better, and he loves her so much, and he's so unconditional with his love. Like, he wants her to have a fulfilling life, truly a fulfilling life, where she doesn't feel like, oh, it's almost like, you know, it's like if I was here, you would feel chained to me. Like, you would feel obligated to me. You would feel like, you know, guilty about some of the decisions that you could have made or some things that you could have done differently. Like, I would have just been holding you back if I stayed. And I don't want that. I don't want that for you. That's not right for you. And that's not what we were supposed to do. That's not helping us be together. That's not helping anything if we continue to do that. And I can't. I don't want to do that to you. I would never do that to you. I would never hold you back. Never, never, never. You're just, he sees so much beauty and potential in everything that you are and everything that you can do. And he knows this. He knew that in his life, and he absolutely sees that now in an even wider spectrum, because he is spiritually evolved and enlightened, and he's experiencing a life right now with you, Shehnaaz. He's experiencing currently a life with you in another dimension. There is another, like, simultaneously, there is a uniting. There is this heightened connection between you guys because of this happening. And the part that, like, is, like, it's funny to me, it makes me laugh, is, and he's, like, smiling. He has such a big smile, and he's mischievous, this, like, mischievous smile. Like, it's like, what are you up to? You know, that's what it looks like. Like, what are you up to? And he's smiling because when he had originally passed, he was humbled, truly humbled. He was in awe of the impact that he had made in the world. He had an idea, and it's really what he wanted. He wanted to be famous. He wanted popularity. It's like he's saying, like, he wanted to be a man. Like, he feels like he was a man, and he was immediately humbled by the gravity of people who truly cared, who had something to say, who felt him, who was trying to connect to him, like, who he impacted, because he hadn't seen it in that way before, right? When you pass, you see things so differently, and he was really in awe. Like, he's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was humbled, immediately humbled. I could not believe it. And there's a part of him that's, like, laughing and smiling. He's like, I want people to, it's like, it's not really, like, be sad about him, but, like, grieve him. You know, it's like, you know, it, like, makes him feel good. It's like, yeah, I am awesome. You know, like, you should feel sad, but it's like, heck yeah, like, I am so, he's, like, laughing. He's like, don't say heck yeah. Like, that's not something he would say. He's like, don't. I would not say that. But he just likes the attention. He likes that people care so much. He finds that to be very humorous in a way, and great. He feels really great. And of course there's a part of him that feels humbled and cherished and loved by Shehnaaz to grieve the loss of him. But ultimately truly, he's saying, you know what to do, Shehnaaz. You know what to do. Ultimately, you know what to do. You know what's right. You know what to do to carry on and to carry forward. I do see another person, eventually. I do. Maybe that's not something you want to hear right now. It's, you know, you have every right to be grieving as much as you need to and as long as you want to. But, you know, if this is anything that would make you feel a little bit better, to know that you will eventually start feeling better, and you will eventually, I feel, you will meet some, I'm being drawn to some project. It's like stars, something about stars, like actual stars is how it feels, like stars. I just see shooting stars or dark. It's like it's at night and you're looking at the stars and you feel like you're somewhere foreign, somewhere far like on location. On location. It's like if you're like, let's say you're doing this movie and it's outdoors or something, and it's mountainous or something, and there you'll find them. Maybe there's a cabin, I don't know, there's something there, and that's kind of how you'll know. It's just like confirmation, you know. So I asked if there was any more information that he wanted to pass on to the viewers, specifically for you guys, and Shehnaaz, if there was anything relevant there for, you know, for everyone. So we have peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. I'll try and get it into focus in case you wanted to pause the video and read it. I feel like this is such an accurate representation. Again, there's a significance to stars here for you, Shehnaaz, and it does seem as if she is grieving in this photo, and he has angel wings, and he is holding her and comforting her. And one of the messages that he wants to convey to you is forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And I feel he's saying, I hope you can forgive me for what seems like I was leaving you. Know that this has nothing to do with like personally, like I didn't want to do this to hurt you. I did this to I felt like this was something I had to do. On a soul level, obviously. This is what he's saying. It's like, as my soul like left, I felt this was something that had to happen. You know, and I'm stepping out and I'm talking as myself. I don't know specifically if it was cardiac arrest. That's just what I read, but I don't actually know. But I do feel that the timeline leading up to this, whether it was anything else, was set forth to see, it essentially happened. He's saying yes, when he was like, this could have panned out differently. It could have. But when they incarnated here, they had different options of where the direction of their lives would go after they met, after they came together. And the love was so strong, the attraction, the compassion, the care, the entanglement, the energetic bond, it linked together so much and so deeply and so intensely that they would have been together forever, in this life. Obviously they are together forever, okay? He's not gone anywhere. He is still here, right? Of course in the physical, but it's essentially like losing one of your senses. It's like if you went blind, the things are still here, you just can't see them anymore. And so yes, essentially he has lost all, like, the senses, the five senses, that you can identify him with, but all the other parts of him, and we are so much more complex than the five senses, you know, that he's still, like, in fact he's better than what he was, and he just hopes, like, he hopes that you can forgive him, Shehnaaz, for this. He hopes that you forgive yourself, and feel that it is okay to eventually, when it's appropriate for you, no matter how long it takes, like as short of a time, he's saying, like, if you feel that you can move forward immediately, like, he's like, go for it. Like, it let it be okay with your heart. Find peace in your heart that you can go move forward, and you can heal, and you can live your life fully live your life and explore the world and not feel tied down to me. I don't want you to feel that. I am your best friend. I am always here for you. I am your biggest supporter, your number one lover. Like, I love you eternally, and I am always here for you. I am always going to support you in every decision that you make. I don't want, he's like, I don't, like, want to feel tied down by jealousy. I didn't want to feel tied down by feeling anxious and stressed and controlling. These are parts of me that I didn't like about myself, and you know, I don't have that anymore now that I am not, you know, weighed down by the consciousness of earth. I don't hold on to those feelings. I don't hang on to that kind of energy. I've evolved, and I've done what I needed to do in this life, and now it's your time. It's your time to really bloom like just the most beautiful rose, the most beautiful flower. You know, and so if you wanted to see this, and pause it, and I'll pull one more. I do feel like there's one more. Sacred union. Here's the photo. Truly entangled. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. This union between the two of you, it's beyond this one tiny fraction that we call life. This is just so tiny. It's like You know, when you think about life, it's almost as if you were fixated on one page of one book, and yet within that book, within that page, there are chapters, and within those chapters there's a trilogy of books, and beyond the trilogy you're in a library, and beyond the library you're in a country, and beyond the country you're in a planet, and beyond the planet there's a galaxy. Like, it's so tiny what we're experiencing, so tiny of what we are. And you guys have done this for lifetimes. You have done this beautiful back and forth dance, and if I'm completely honest, there is a part of him with that mischievous smile that I see that he does find so sweet to see you like grieving for him, because he sees it as what it is. Like, he sees things from a different perspective now, and so he knows that one day when you pass from this world, a long time from now, okay, you have a long life ahead of you, and you will unite again with him, and you will laugh together. You will laugh at everything, and he will tease you about how much you expressed your love for him, and how much you felt. Like, he's equating it to a child, like when a child like scrapes their knee and they're crying and crying and crying, and they feel like it's the end of the world, and that's how he's seeing her crying over his death, like a child, and he finds it so endearing, and he doesn't want her to be sad, of course, but he also, there's just something so charming about it. And again, where he's like, you know, he wants to, like, he just thinks it's funny to like see how, like, he's like, yeah, I am great, I am awesome, like, you should be crying over me because I'm the greatest. You know, like, he wants to just, like, he's like, yeah, embrace it, have fun with it, but he doesn't want that to be, you know, the end of her. Like, it's all in good fun. It's like fun teasing. It's not like he genuinely wants her to be hurt. Genuinely, he does not want that. I hope I'm making myself clear, of trying to explain how he's coming forward. But, you know, this is a very clear confirmation, I feel, of all of these, of what I said. And also, just please remember too, for you guys in your personal lives, of how this connects to your twin flame, how this connects to the greater connection of all of us to each other. And, you know, a message that he does want to pass forward to everyone that cares about him is he feels truly connected to you guys. Truly, he feels it. And where he's gone, he can feel the impact that he has left, and he can feel the compassion that you have for him, and he's so grateful, so grateful, and truly humbled by the I'm hearing the word delicate, like how delicate of a feeling that he can empathize with. And he truly honored. He's truly honored for how you guys are feeling towards him. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Hope this brought some clarity and closure in some way, and I'll see you guys in the next video.